Hi, my name is Charlie Holdremote, and as part of my level 2 practicals, we're going to be looking at shelter building, and we're going to start with a basic low shelter. Before we start putting anything anywhere, we need to be looking at our surroundings. So firstly, we need to look at the ground beneath our feet. So I'm going to be starting using these trees here, and what I can do is I can get a stick if I'm not sure, find a stick on the floor, and I can move some of the needle mulch. And what I'm checking for is I'm checking for any insects, ants' nests, badger holes, things like that, things that I'm going to disturb the wildlife or have an uncomfortable night's sleep. I'm going to be looking at the trees I've picked. So I've got a sturdy spine, but a sturdy pine tree. And then here we've got another tree, an oak, which is just the job. Okay, we've got this low overhanging branch, but it shouldn't cause us any problems. So we've looked up, we're checking for deadwood, we're checking for things that could fall out of the tree onto us. And then we've checked the ground. We're checking the gradient, so we're actually high up. I can see below us there's a bit of grass that likes and favours the wet weather, so potentially that could fill with water, but we're higher than that, so we should be quite safe up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by building our shelter. So I'm going to take my string here, I'm going to wrap it around my trunk, give my tree a cuddle, and we're going to start with our first anchor hitch, or the timber hitch. There's an anchor knot. So we go round the tree, make an X, and then we're going to come back on ourselves, okay? And we're going to have a bit of tension there. And then we're going to pop this rope under here about 3 or 4 times. Okay, this is called a timber hitch. And then when we put weight on here, it pulls tight. Can you see? Yep. I like to put a what to call it? My goodness, overhand, like a half hitch. That is the word I'm looking for. Half hitch here, just to tie it off. And the great thing about this knot is it goes really loose, but under tension it tightens incredibly well. And because it's a low shelter, we want it quite low to the ground. So I'm going to put it over here, and then we're going to do our next knot. So I'm going to come out about an arm and a bit's length away, and I'm going to put an overhand knot in my guy line, just like so. Okay, and I'm going to come round the tree. Again, making sure it's nice and low because we're doing a low shelter. And then I'm going to pop my string through the loop I've made, and I'm going to come back on myself. I say string, it's rope. You don't want to be using string for shelter building. Okay, and can you see I can pull quite tight on there? You see that's pulling tighter and tighter. So I've got nice tension on there, and I haven't actually got much left. So actually my knot's probably too far away. So actually I'm going to come and undo this because I need a little bit more to make sure it's nice and tight. So let's just untie this. And this is slightly different because actually it does tighten up somewhat, so we've just got to work the knot loose. We'll just tie it a bit closer, just so the rope, sorry, is a bit short, so I need a bit more to play with, otherwise it's not going to be very good. Right, so let's start that one again. So come back round the tree, back through the loop. Pull, 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 make it nice and tight. There we go, we've got a longer tail this time, so I'm happy with that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come across our rope. And can you see here, you've got your triangle? Yeah, so you're going to make your triangle across the top, and then you're going to pull the tail up through your triangle, like so. And you pull it nice and tight to the tree, like so. Okay, and then we're going to do our little half hitch. So we're going to pop that through the hole like that, make our little loop, and then put it out through there. And then that should be nice and secure. Brilliant. Next thing is we need our shelter. So we're going to chuck this over our guy line, and we're just going to peg it out. So I'm going to ask for your hand just to help me get it across. Find the middle. So that's then we're just going to peg the corners out. So I've got some pegs somewhere. I'm cheating today for my low shop. I've just got some metal pegs, but you can do as one of your activities, you can whittle some pegs. And you can use the eyelet or you can use the material. So we're just going to get it set up in the right place first.